Hello dear students, a very warm good morning to all of you and welcome back in our science session. So in today's science session we are going to move further for our next lesson, that is lesson number 3. And what is the name of our lesson? Safety and first aid. Okay, so basically what we are going to discuss in this lesson, we are going to discuss about the safety. What are the safety precautions that we have to take place or that we have to do whenever we are going somewhere, or whenever we are at home, we are at the playground or anywhere. Okay, we can say it like that. Along with that also we are going to discuss about the first aid. Which type of the first aid, what is meant by first aid, which type of the first aid we have to give for the different situations. All these things we are going to see deeply one by one in this lecture or in this lesson. Okay. So my dear students, I can say that accidents can happen anywhere, anytime. Okay, the accidents can happen anytime, anywhere without telling us. Okay, so see, it is not like that. No, accidents are making us call and telling tomorrow your accident will be takes place. Okay, is it like this? No, it can happen anytime, anywhere, without giving any warning. Okay, so we were not knowing that now my accidents will take place. Now I will fall down from the floor, I will get hurt, or I will get the shock, anything, or etc. We can say like that. So the accidents can take place anytime, anywhere without telling us, without giving us warning. Okay, but most of the accidents takes place because of our carelessness. So most of the accidents takes place because of our carelessness, and because of that what happen, we might get or we often get hurt in the house also, in the school also, in the playground also, in the road also. We can say anywhere we can get the hurt, anywhere the accidents can get takes place. Okay, and why these accidents takes place? Because of our carelessness. Okay, so I can say that most of the accident takes place because of our carelessness. So to avoid the accidents, okay, to avoid the harm to our body, there are the certain safety rules that we have to follow. By following that safety rules, definitely we can avoid some accidents. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about the safety at home. How we can protect, or which are the safety measures, safety precautions we have to follow at home. Okay, in that first one we are going to discuss about sleeping on the floor. Sleeping means what? We can just fall down on the floor, because for that also there are the certain reasons. So the wet floor is dangerous. You can get sleep over it, or you may get harm if you will get sleep, or if you will fall on the wet floor. And it is the more chances, if the floor is wet, then we can easily fall down on that wet floor. So what to do to avoid these accidents? What we have to do to avoid the sleeping on the floor? First thing is that we have to do that we have to keep the floor dry. Okay, we have to keep the floor dry. So the floors like the kitchen and the bathroom should not be slippery. Now slippery means what? Very smooth. Because of that what happens? We can get easily fall. Okay, so the floors in the bathroom or the floors in the kitchens should not be slippery. Why I am telling in the floors of the bathrooms and the kitchen? Because these are the some places where we are using the more amount of the water. In the kitchen also we are using the water. In the bathroom also we are using the water. So we are continuously using the water in that area. So if the floor is slippery, then we can get easily fall over it. So the floors in the kitchen and the bathroom should not be slippery. We should try to keep our floor dry. And the next one is that you should not spread your toys on the floors or on the stairs. Okay, which is very important. Don't keep the toys, or don't spread your toys through the floor, and don't keep it on the stairs. And so what happens because of that? Sometimes you will get fall because of that toys. You can get trip over them, you can get slip over them. Okay, so this is your good student's sign, or the good child's sign is that what? If we are playing with the toys, play with the toys. Once your work is done, then keep all the toys properly in one corner. Okay, so this is the first safety rules we have discussed, that is what? Sleeping on the floor. Okay, now the next one we will discuss about the fire in the kitchen. If by mistakenly there is a fire in the kitchen, then which safety precautions we have to take or we have to follow, that we will discuss now. So accidents due to the fire in the kitchen causes a great harm, or we can say that the accidents causes due to the fire in the kitchen causes the serious injuries also. Okay, so what we have to do to avoid the accidents which takes place due to the fire, we have to follow some safety measures. Okay, so to avoid the accidents due to the fire, which safety precautions we have to follow, that we will discuss now. First one, okay, first one, what we can see that if you can smell the gas, okay, if there is a leakage of the gas in your house, then what you have to do? Okay, so if there is a leakage in your house, then first thing you have to do that is what you have to open all the windows and all the doors. Okay, why? Because if you open the windows and the doors, then all the gas will go out from your house. Next one thing you have to do that, don't light up any things. Okay, don't light up the matchsticks or the candle, and also very important, do not touch to the electrical appliances or do not touch to the electrical buttons and the sockets. Next one is that do not pick up anything from the burning gas stove. Okay, why? Because that pot is so much hot. If you will touch that pot, then you will get burned. Okay, so do not pick up anything from the burning gas stove. Next one, okay, very important is that do not wear the synthetic clothes. Okay, do not wear the synthetic clothes when you are working in the kitchen. Why? It may get fire very easily. So whenever you are doing the work in the kitchen, you should wear a cotton clothes. Okay, because the synthetic clothes catch the fire very easily. So one should avoid the wearing of the synthetic clothes when they are working in the kitchen. Next one, very important. Never play with the glass utensils or never play with the glass object. Why? Because by mistakenly when we are playing, sometimes what happens, that glass object get break down, and it is the possibility because of that broken glass you can get a harm or you will get hurt. Okay, so these are the certain safety measures, safety rules that you have to follow when there is a fire in the kitchen or the accidents which causes due to the fire. If it cause like that accident, then what we have to do, just now we have discussed. Now next one we will discuss about the electric shock. So if someone will get the electric shock, then which are the safety precautions, or to avoid the accidents from getting electric shock, which are the safety precautions or which are the safety rules that we have to follow, that we will discuss now. As we know, these electric appliances are useful a lot. Okay, so if you are feeling hot, we just put on one button, we just on one button, then we are getting the air, that is we are calling as fan. We can see the TVs, we can use the computers, mixers are there, fridge are there, washing machine, so many electrical appliances we are using in our house, which makes our work easier. Okay, so what we can say that electrical appliances are useful for us, but if we will not use them carefully, if we will use them carelessly, then it will be dangerous for us. Okay, so to avoid the accidents causes due to the electric shocks, we have to follow some safety rules. Okay, which are the safety rules that we will discuss now? Very important. First one, what we can say, never touch the electrical buttons or the switch. Okay, never touch the electrical buttons or the switch with your wet hands and barefoot. Now barefoot means what? See, every time we are using the sandals or the shoes. Okay, so if in your foot there is no sandal or the shoes, if in your feet there is no sandal or the shoes, then it is called as what? Barefoot. Okay, so if you are without shoes or the sandals, if your hands are wet, then do not touch to the electrical buttons and the switch, or it will give you shock. Do not go close to the heater or the table fan. See the image, heater and the table fan. Okay, off them once your uses get finished. Okay, so do not go near to the heater and the table fan when they are on. Next one, turn off the switches before touching them. If you want to touch, if you want to do something with them, then before the touching them, you should off the switch. Okay, sometimes what happens, there are some wires which are damaged or their plastic cover is getting removed. Okay, so don't touch that damaged wire. Okay, if you touch that damaged wire, then might be you will get a shock. Next one, which is very important, if you notice that someone is getting the electric shock, someone is suffering from the electric shock, then the first thing you have to do is that you have to off the main electric switch. Okay. Now next one we will discuss about the poisoning. Okay, now we will discuss about the poisoning. Okay, so if you want to avoid the accidents caused due to the poisoning, then we should follow these safety rules. First one is that, first thing we will discuss that, which is very important safety rules. Never take any medicines unless or until it is not given by the doctor or your parents. Okay, so don't take the medicine by your own. You should take the medicine only if you are in the presence of your parents. So if your parents are giving, then only you take the medicine, or if the doctor is given, then only you should take the medicine. Next one, some poisonous material we are using at the home also. Some poisonous chemicals like the bathroom cleaners and the detergents, they contain some types of the poisonous chemicals. Okay, poison means what? These are the substance which is not good for our body. Okay, chemicals means what? These are the certain substance which contains the different substance in that. If we consume it, if we take inside in our body, then it will harm our body. Okay, so these are what? Poison or the chemicals we can say that. So there are the certain poisonous chemicals are present in our home. Which are the chemicals? Like we are using the phenol, we are using the detergents, we are using the bathroom cleaners, that all contain the some types of the chemicals in it. Okay, then with that chemicals we have to keep properly, it should be kept away from the children. So we have to keep it properly in on the places where the children will not go very easily. Now the next one is what? Do not eat stale. Stale means what? Remaining food. If we are making the food in the night and it remains, then it is called stale food. Also do not eat the spoiled and the exposed food. Spoiled means what? Or the stale food means what? We can say that sometimes the food is having different smell or the taste, and sometimes the color also changes, then it is called the spoiled food. Okay, then do not eat that spoiled food, do not eat the stale food, and also do not eat the exposed food. Exposed food means what? The food which is open. Why? Because so many insects will sit on it, so many microbes will sit on it if the food will remain the open. So do not eat the exposed food, do not eat the open food. It will causes the poisoning in your body. It will causes the poisoning in your body. Okay, so poisoning means what? These are the certain chemical undesirable substance, okay, or unuseful substance which makes the harms to our body. It is called as what? Poisons. Okay, so these are the some rules that we have to do to avoid the poisoning. So this is all about today. Today we have discussed about the sleeping on the floor, fire in the kitchen, electric shock and poisoning. Okay, so here we will stop. We will meet in the next video with the next point, and for today, thank you.